This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and far. All right, let's get on to it. Standards over feelings. I want to talk about this one because the girl that I've just basically graduated her to a more elevated state. I'm going to tell you what happened. You guys are going to laugh. She basically put me on her scope of what she would call a shit test. And He Knows Everything laughed it off because, yes, even the He Knows Everythings of the world, even the guys at the most advanced levels, they will experience this. But boy, she was in for a whirlwind. Her shit test backfired on her. And He Knows Everything is going to explain. Make sure you watch this full video so you can understand it. Here's what happened. We had the first meetup. It was a beautiful meetup. She was all Googling, wolfing the damn hair, showing nervous energy. Everything was on fleek. He Knows Everything puts everything on 100,000 trillion. That's exactly what happened. The swag was on 100,000 trillion. So Miami Vice was in the fucking building. Icebreaker was in the fucking building. The great one. If you smell what he knows is cooking. He was in the fucking building. Everything was in the fucking building. Let's just put it that way. And she was just oozing. And she basically said to herself, I love this guy. She already put two and two together that she could see me long term. But she had to basically shit test. How did I find out? She eventually confessed that that's what she did. Because we end up ultimately having a second meetup. But I'm going to tell you what happened. You guys are going to laugh. Standards always come before feelings. Don't matter how much you feel in a woman. I was feeling this woman. But am I going to let my feelings get in the way of my fucking standards? Hell to the fuck no. As a man, you got to always know how to tuck your feelings into the fucking wallet. You got to know how to tuck it and compartmentalize this. Because if you don't do this, you're going to go into beta cuck male behavior. You're going to go into pure beta supreme behavior. You're going to go into mama's boy pure beta supreme behavior. You're going to go into beta male behavior. And this could be very deadly and dangerous for you. And this right here will have her mentally whipping you. Your job is to mentally whip her. Men have bigger craniums for a reason. Bigger medulla oblongatas. Bigger cerebellums. Bigger brain cells. Fucking use it. God didn't make you smarter than a woman for no fucking reason. Use what you have at your added advantage. So, last week we had a date. And see, this is the thing with women. You are the alpha male. Dominance. You're supposed to control everything. That means even the date. You control the time. You control the day. You control everything. If a motherfucker shows up late, even if it's a minute late, get your ass up and leave. You have to have standards. You have to show her that you mean fucking business. This is how you're going to gain respect. If she doesn't ever talk to you anymore, her fucking loss. Let me say it again. If she doesn't ever talk to you anymore, her fucking loss. But let me tell you something. 9 out of 10 times, because nothing's foolproof, she will bend the fucking knee. She will kiss the ring, and she will submit because she will realize this motherfucker right here, he will value his standards over fucking feelings. Men were created to be this way. Standard over feelings. This is why a man should always have purpose. A purposeful man makes for a standardized man. Let me say it again. A purposeful man makes for a standardized man. Purposeless men lack fucking standards. Let me say it again. Purposeless men lack fucking standards. If you have standards, then your feelings will never get in the way. So let me tell you what happened. She basically wanted to put me on her shit test. She wanted me to know that I needed to be worthy of her. No, bull fucking shit. You need to be worthy of me. It's a privilege to be with a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics. Why? Because I'm a true alpha. And secondly, there's a standard associated with my alphahood. So if that is the case, that I'm a true alpha with my extraordinary ability, then there's an economics that's associated behind my true alphaisms. Well, here's the extraordinaire and the economics. I said, okay, one, she fucked up. Because not only did she not reach out, I'm damn sure going to completely ignore her fucking ass. Because she was already in ignorance. And she was hot and bothered like me. She admitted this to me. She was like, yeah, I was feeling some type of way because you ignored me. And I was laughing my ass off. So all of this was admitted in the second meetup. But anyways, I'm getting onto it. So I had to peel the layers of the story. And then basically, she not only flaked. Here's my thing. If you're going to flake and you're going to miss a date that I set up, the day and the time, you already... the thing with me, I'm always in Pontius Pilate mode with any fucking body. Meaning I'm always ready to wash my hands of you. You gotta be like this. At an alpha male level, at a true alpha extraordinary governed by true alpha economics level, you gotta be a Pontius Pilate. You gotta always be ready to wash your hands of any motherfucker. They gotta know that you bring intrinsic and extrinsic value to you. And you gotta be willing to cut their ass off at any time when they get out of pocket. This could be men or fucking women. They need to fucking know that you run this fucking atmosphere. That it's your fucking orbit. But anyways, I already said, okay, she's already in ignorance. Now she's basically disappeared in my fucking thoughts. I already did that to myself. Made myself busy because I was already busy. Just made myself continuously busy. So many days passed. She finally reached out. And I said, unless this motherfucker got COVID, because nowadays this is the only thing that can justify you flaking on a fucking date. If you have COVID, I'm still going to punish you now. We don't reward bad behavior here. We punish bad behavior at the highest level. You will still be fucking punished. But the punishment won't be severe. It will be a lenient fucking punishment because you had a debilitating situation to where your punishment will still be fucking punishment, but it'll be lenient because you always got to punish. A woman can never get off on you. Always got to punish the ass. But when I found out in her text, oh, you know, I'm going through a lot, you know, I'm dealing with family, on a second job, and this and that. I said to myself, okay, this is not life or death. So I didn't even respond to this shit. I basically went into super ignorance. Remember that he knows everything silence is already loud. She could feel the breath of the loudness. She knows she fucked up. She overplayed her hand. She thought she was dealing with somebody like all these other motherfuckers she's dealing with. No, you're dealing with the top of the food chain. I told her that to her face. I'm the top of the fucking food chain. You don't get no more top of the food chain than me. This is the problem with narcissists. People hate fucking narcissists because narcissists are so sure in themselves. There's nothing wrong with being a narcissism. Narcissism is actually, it goes hand in hand with the letter of the law of true alpha maleism. Let me say it again. Narcissism goes hand in hand with the true letter of the law of true alphaism. A real true alpha at the highest levels is a fucking narcissist. Because the world orbits around them. They don't give a fuck by anybody else. Self-preservation is the law of the land, motherfucker. So when she realized she overplayed her hand, she reached back out a second time. And when she reached back out a second time, I basically told myself I washed my fucking hands of her. So since she reached out a second time, I said, okay. She reached out a second time. Basically, the interest is back up. Basically, she understands the error of her ways. She's erred away from things concerning the he knows everything faith. So now she's coming back into faith. So this is what I did. Normally, you know, alpha males do this shit. But me, you see, I'm a true alpha extraordinary governed by true alpha economics. So I do things a little differently. She was expecting a text. No, I'm going to switch the shit up. I went to go see her. So when I went to go see her, I could tell she was suffering because the immediate satisfaction on her fucking face, the hug, the kisses on the fucking cheek, the kiss on the fucking forehead, and the passionate hug. And she started basically, this is when you know a woman, this is their apology within the fucking apology. She's tugging up on my body, holding it hard, like just snugging up on the shit. And then she said it in her ears. She said, honey, I'm sorry if I offended you. See, I didn't even need to say anything. My silence said every fucking thing to her. Because I let her ass know I washed my fucking hands. Then when I finally spoke to her, I told her, I don't reward bad behavior. basically, I added injury to insult. Because she needs to fucking know. Yes, a woman needs to fucking know. You need to tell her. Don't ever sugarcoat this shit with women. I said, I don't reward bad behavior. You were cut off. I Pontius Pilate you. You could see she almost looked like she wanted to break down and fucking cry. She said, I will never in my life ever do that again. The next time you tell me when we're going out, I'll be there 15 minutes early. You see? PPC, protection, provision, protection, and care, gives you automatic LSG, loyalty, submission, and gratitude. Let me say it again. PPC, provision, protection, care, gives you automatic LSG, loyalty, submission, and fucking gratitude. I got the LSG automatically. And boy, did we have the time of our lives. She couldn't stop holding me. She couldn't stop kissing me. Because she knew I don't ever want to fuck this motherfucker over again. I don't ever want to play games. I told her I'm not with the fucking games. You showcase dodgy fucking behavior. I told her that to her fucking face. And I pointed at her. Because when you point at somebody, it's a way to let them know. It's like, pointing at a kid. Women can be like fucking kids sometimes. So you got to treat them as such. So I pointed at her and told her, you showcase dodgy behavior. Pointing is a sign psychologically. See, if you study human psychology, you understand this. Of letting the person know they did something fucking wrong. And boy, did it resonate. Her body language. She felt. She came to me, hugged. She was kissing. I will never, ever. I will never, ever. She was just apologizing endlessly. So I said, okay, enough with the boo-hoo-hoo shit. You apologize enough. Now your actions from here on out is going to speak louder than your words. But I'm going to tell you right now, you ever pull this shit again, I will fucking cut you off completely. And I got very fucking serious in that moment. I got very stoic. I looked at her dead in her fucking eyes and I told her that shit. This wasn't about no seduction. It was about nothing. This is about pure out, you better not ever fucking disrespect me. And from there, I haven't looked back since. This motherfucker's been in complete obedience and complete submission. This is how you make women bend the fucking knee, kiss the ring while you're at it. Absence doing this? Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. And go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. What you thought we was going to bring the He Knows Everything charm here? Yeah, so we bring the He Knows Everything charm to these videos. This is how you demand shit from women. And since I've done this, this girl texts me randomly. This is how you know when a woman is interested in you. They will text you randomly. That's letting you know they fucking thinking about you. She starts her morning. She ends her day to tell me, I'm thinking about you. You have a great day at work. You have a great day. This woman don't want me out of her sights. Why? Because I valued standards over fucking feelings. Let me say it again. I valued standards over fucking feelings. And as a man, as an alpha male, as a true alpha extraordinaire governed by true alpha economics, you have to value your standards over your feelings. Your feelings always have to be tucked away. The second you operate under feelings, this is the delineation. This is the distinction, the gulf, and the separation between alpha and beta. Betas operate under feelings. Alpha males operate under emotional intelligence of their instincts of standards. Let me say it again. Alpha males operate under the emotional intelligence of their instincts of standards. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true telefashion. Notice I raised my voice when I said that because I said it with fucking authority. Standards have to be authority. They have to be ferocious. Hopefully this example taught some motherfuckers some shit about standards, prioritizing that over your fucking feelings. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.